Let's get ready to rumble!
Benzinga Nation, jam-packed show today. Peloton up 5%.
What's up, disciplined investor?
We got Benzinga CEO Jason Raznick here with us.
The man, the myth, the legend, Tom Nash.
Peter Schiff on the Power Hour with us live today. Interesting, different, unique, innovative companies. Mia, you are live with us on the Power Hour. What's up?
Thank you so much for inviting me on.
Jessica Billingsley, that is the CEO of Aperna. The best trade idea resource out there. Boom! What's up, Zinger Nation? Happy Friday!
Yo, yo.
We made it. What's up, producer AB? Happy birthday. Happy birthday. It's producer AB's birthday still. Balloon's still hanging out in the background.
It's the birthday month.
It's summer. You know. Look at this. Beautiful downtown Detroit. And it's Power Hour time. What's up? First air horn of the day there. Oh, it doesn't work. All right, guys. You are here watching us now on the Power Hour. This is the stock idea show. That's what we're going for. That's what we do it for. If we are not delivering on stock ideas, if you go to the show and you don't have ideas on what you want to trade, then we are wasting both of our times. All right. So you're going to email our manager, Spencer Israel at benzinga.com, and tell him these guys got to go. They're not delivering on the ideas. And of course, ideas not just coming from myself, not just coming from producer AB, but most importantly, coming out of all of you out there in the chat. Big shout out to Tony. He's already popping in. Tony, I hope you call in. We're gonna do
you guys, Zinger Nation.
I hope that Tony is Tony from Toledo is the first one who calls in. Okay.
Zinger Nation. Even if you don't have complaints, you can just email Spencer at that email just to say hi, wish him a good weekend.
Yeah, it's actually Spencer's birthday weekend. So if you want to email Spencer Israel at benzinga.com, wish him a happy birthday. We always encourage that. When it's your birthday, you make sure you let us know. We'll give you a shout out. But all right, agenda for today. I have a lot of stocks that I want to talk about. I want to talk about Surfline. I want to talk about Coinbase. I want to talk about Ford. I want to talk about the brokerages, and I want to talk about gold. All right, so that's a jam-packed list that I have. Of course, we're going to be looking at the chat challenge. That's when all of you out there in Zinger Nation are dropping your tickers, telling us what you're trading, what you're watching. So we are going to be looking at that as well. And at 12:30, we're moving over to crypto. We're talking Doge. We're talking cryptos. Is that right, producer AB?
Yes, sir. Dogecoin time.
Who's our special guest? It's a good one.
So we got Jenny Ta. She's going to be coming on. She's going to tell us everything that we need to know about Dogecoin, kind of what to expect, what's going to come next. And I'm excited for it, because it's hard to tell if there's some wind coming out of the sales on the Dogecoin or if this is just another step in a longer, in a longer battle.
All right, fair enough. All right, we're switching over to Doge, 12:30 Eastern. We just had that jam-packed list that I ran through up at the top of the show, and of course we want to make some time for a couple user calls. But producer Rohan, could you throw the phone number up on the screen, please? All right. I didn't even know we had a video. I mean, if we can keep the phone number there, that's even better, guys. If you have a stock to pitch, you have a crypto to pitch, call in. 2 minutes. Floor is yours. Say whatever you want. Tell me I suck. I don't care. But go ahead and do that. While we're waiting to see those calls come in for somebody to pitch a stock, I'm gonna dig straight into my first one. This is the crypto day. So I'm gonna start off with Coinbase. I'm leading with Coinbase. Guys, I really, really believe that Coinbase is a cheap stock here. I was saying that it was a cheap stock at 260. So I went ahead and I sold the 240 puts for $5. So I'm in this thing with an average price of 235, down a little bit, but more or less flat. In a big 100-share position from selling those puts. But I really, really believe that this is a cheap stock here. And let me show you guys what I'm talking about. I'm going to, in my trusty Benzinga Pro, I'm going to go over to my earnings calendar. We got the first quarterly report from Coinbase as a public company. Check this out. Revenue. Let's pull out our trusty calculator here. 1.8 billion, 4 quarters, no growth, no contraction. Obviously, the crypto market's been hot, but let's say that they sustain that 1.8 billion revenue level. They're putting up 7.2 billion in a year. We take a market cap of 60 billion divided by 7. The thing's only trading at 8.5 times sales. Okay, 8.5 times sales. Yes, that is above like an S&P 500 average, but we're not comparing in two industrial companies. I mean, this is Coinbase. This is a crypto play. We get energy back into cryptos. It'll rip with that. They continue to get user growth. It'll rip on that. And again, when you can buy Coinbase at 8 times sales, I'm in it. I'm not saying everybody else should be in it, but I think it's like a no-brainer valuation to be at. So it's one of the 2 crypto stocks that I'm in right now. I'm going to throw this one out to the chat, out to Zinger Nation. If you're watching, you are a member of Zinger Nation. But again, Coinbase, that's my first idea of the day. I'm officially in this thing by selling the 240 puts, 235 average price. If you guys like this stock, hit the 1 in the chat. If not, drop me the 2. I'm curious where everybody's at. Producer AB, opinions on this one?
I'm a little more on the 2 side, Luke. I got to be honest.
And we have somebody
here.
on the line that we should ask. You want to patch him in, Producer Rohan? Hello? You're live on the Power Hour. Producer Rohan just not delivering today. All right, keep going, AB. You were about to give your breakdown.
Well, okay, so my whole thesis with Coinbase right now is just based on the overall crypto market. I mean, yesterday we had Ethereum co-founder Vitalik Buterin. He was like on CNN saying basically he still thought there was a little bit of a crypto bubble. And I like, one of the things I like to do is I like to listen to people who might know about a certain thing better than I do. And since he's the actual Ethereum co-founder and he has nothing to gain by going on CNN and saying that he thinks crypto's in a bubble, he's losing billions of dollars, you know, when the Ethereum dropped from 4,000 to 2,500. If we see some more pain in the crypto market, I think Coinbase could drop all the way down to like 150. And then if it drops down there, I'll get in for sure.
I mean, Coinbase at 150 would be amazingly cheap. All right, you guys know I love my Excel and I love my math. And I love my ratios, okay? I'm a big ratio investor. Let's just work some quick Excel magic here. We make this, Excel tutorials with Luke as well. So we'll drop in the price, right? So the price that we have right now is 225. You said you wanted to see it at what?
Well, I'm saying if we see, I could see it at 150 if we see more pain in the crypto market. Obviously, the upside from here is if you get in right now at Coinbase at 225 and Bitcoin recovers next week and Ethereum is back at where it was, then we'd see Coinbase back up, near it was. But I think it's all reliant on what Bitcoin and Ethereum are doing. And I'm not sold that we're out of the woods per se on those two, the 2 big assets, the 2 big crypto assets.
All right. So here's what I'm throwing up here, right? And let's use this as a reference for our ratios. So see the current price, go plus 25. Let's just drag this up there. All right, here's the annual sales. So drag this up here too. We'll see. There we go. All right, and then let's get the market cap. Let's do some estimates. So right here, the market cap is its current price is $60 billion. And then if we go that divided by that times that, times, where are we going? F2 times, we're going to click on this cell here, F4. All right, so you wanted to see the price at 150. So that would be a $50 million market cap. So that would be 7 times. Sorry, 50 billion market cap. So that would be 7 times. I mean, that would be crazy cheap. I don't think you're getting there, Producer AB. It's possible. All right, so that's where you're at with that one. The chat, we asked the chat what their opinions were. It was a mixed bag. But all right, I think it's a cheap play. And let's look at this PaySafe for a second. I'm seeing this one dropping in the chat. I've seen the ticker a couple times. Do you know this stock, Producer AB? Let's zoom it out.
No, I don't really know a lot about this company.
All right, so here's 1 year daily candles. It looks like a new IPO. We don't have a lot of history here. Let's scroll down and look at the description.
Wait, Rohan just came in. Rohan, do we have someone on the line?
We still don't hear producer Rohan. I don't hear him. Do you hear him?
Nope.
All right. So we're sticking on PaySafe. Connect transaction seamlessly. Okay, yeah. So this is interesting. It's a digital payments company. Is it small? It's not small at all. Yeah, 10 billion market cap. All right, that's an interesting one. If anybody else has crypto stocks that they prefer, the other one that I'm in right now, I actually just got into what day would that have been? Wednesday. Is Voyager Digital, ticker VYGVF. Voyager Digital, VYGVF. Those are my two crypto stocks. I think both are cheap here. And what's different about these two stocks that I own versus a Mara or a Riot or some of these other favorites is that they don't make money off of like the price of Bitcoin, right? If you own Mara or Riot, you're basically buying something that's going to amplify the price of Bitcoin and move greater than or less than the price of Bitcoin is moving. With both Coinbase and Voyager, they're making their money off of transaction fees and lending, right? So as long as people are trading, and I would imagine that there's more volatility, you're going to get more of that trading and people dumping, trying to dip buy. They might get back into some swing trading to manage their positions. It's good for both of those stocks. So if you have got that business model combined with the possibility that the crypto market strengthens back up and we get a bull run in the near future, it's interesting. All right. That's where I'm at with it. So there's my first one of the day, producer AB.
Yeah, I mean, it's good to see you. I feel like the world's not turning unless you're into a trade with Voyager. So, yeah.
You hear me now? All right, I think I got it figured out. All right, Jeff, you're on the show.
All right, you guys can hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right. I just want to mention, I'm looking forward to the Doge segment coming up. And for Coinbase, I believe a lot of people like me that are invested in Doge are just waiting for them to list it. So I'll tell you the truth. I slipped most of what I had in Coinbase back into Doge. And then when they actually list Doge, and it's coming because they already announced it's coming in 6 to 8 weeks. So now we're at probably about 5 to 7 weeks before they list it on there and make it tradable. So it is listed, but it's not tradable. So once that happens, I'll put my money back into that stock. But until then, I've sold everything except 0.1 and I'm keeping that 0.1 in there. And then when they actually take care of us as a community and put Dogecoin on there, that's when I'm going to reinvest into that stock. I feel confident that stock's going to go up because of that, because a lot of us are waiting for that.
And it's not far off. I know that they said when they were expecting to have Doge available. Do you remember when that is? They said 6 to 8 weeks in their announcement on Twitter. And I'm following it closely because I'm actually a merchant for Doge. So I actually I do all my crypto sales are 100% Doge. Okay, what do you sell? What do you sell?
One of the stores that started implementing it very early.
What do you sell at Dogecoin?
We sell merch, so it's magazines and clothing. We actually might get mentioned in the Doge segment because we actually submitted something to them to let them know. Your speaker that's going to be on, we let her know that what we do for our company. The company is actually poisonouspinups.com. So we sell clothing lines, magazines. We started implementing Doge very early on, like early March. And we fell in love with the community. The community is amazing. Like, you don't see this kind of community anywhere. It's just huge. So we're really looking forward to, like I said, Coinbase popping off, once they put Doge on there. And I think it's going to make a big difference in their stock.
All right.
Jeff, wait, I got a question. What do you think percentage wise, which do you think is going to see a bigger bump from that official, once it happens, Coinbase or Dogecoin?
I think everybody always says this. They say, obviously, and you guys know this, you're professionals. When the hype comes out, when they announce it, like they already did 6 to 8 weeks, when it gets closer, we'll see a bump up, I'm assuming. And then when it's actually listed, when it's actually tradable on there, you may have a little bit of a dip, but I think it's gonna shoot back up. There's so many catalysts that still haven't came forward with Doge. You still have the wallets and everything else, and there's a lot of catalysts. I know you guys want to talk about the stocks because the segment doesn't start for a little bit, but I think that's the thing. I think these catalysts plus Coinbase is gonna be a big deal. I think they'll both benefit from this, Coinbase and Dogecoin.
Yeah, that'll be a nice it'll be a nice bump for both, I think. But yeah, we could see a little buy the rumor, sell the news.
Buy the rumor, sell the news. Yeah.
Correct.
Also,
With crypto,
Jeff,
it's very hard to do that.
my last thing is if you send us a big box of Doge swag to the office at Benzinga, we'll rock it. We'll hop on.
Oh yeah. I'll send you some stuff. We're actually working on a Dogecoin shirt, it's co-branded with Poisonous Pinups and Dogecoin. And we're actually going to be donating a percentage back to Billy Marcus, the creator, because he is awesome. He is still with the community and he supports the coin, and we love that.
Awesome. All right, Jeff, I appreciate you calling.
I'll reach out to you guys.
Hour, man.
Thank you. Take care.
Boom. First air horn of the day. And Solar Up is calling us out in the chat for always pumping Doge. I'm not a Doge holder, but I am. I give the people what they want.
Yeah,
Boom. How about that?
If people want to talk about it, let's talk about it. We don't have to, pump per se anything. We can ask hard questions. We can give our honest opinions.
All right, but this is the idea show. Producer AB, I just dropped one Coinbase, Voyager Digital. Those are the two crypto stocks that I have. Anybody who's new that's joining us today, we do this show every single day, and it is the trade idea show. That's what we're going for. So those are the first couple down. Subscribe, hit that like button, share this stream, and I'm going to bring on the next ticker, Producer AB.
Do it.
You ready for the next one?
I'm so ready.
All right.
I'm like SpongeBob. I'm so ready.
All right. Adding my screen here now. Look at that green candle and ticker F, baby. Ford. When was the last time that Ford had a 6% day?
Probably back in like January.
So we've got a couple things that we're watching. The big one, F-150, electric F-150. It was out on Wednesday. The company did sort of the release. They showed off the vehicle. They gave the details, the specifications, and then today the company comes out and they say, well, they've gotten 44,000 reservations for the car. I imagine that's more than they're going to be able to produce within the first 48 hours of users being able to go ahead and reserve those vehicles. Sort of taking a Tesla type play, right, with the pre-sales and stacking up that waiting list. But it's going to be a fully electric F-150. You can haul 10,000 pounds in it compared to 14,000 pounds in normal F-150. And the thing goes 0 to 60 in 4 seconds. There's been a lot of positive media commentary around this thing. Ford stock has gotten washed out for the past 2 months. And I've been in the stock the whole time. And basically my move has been selling covered calls against the stock. So that's where I own the underlying shares. And then I sell calls at a higher strike price. Basically what I'm doing there is as soon as I sell those calls, I'm receiving a credit into my account that's cash into my account today. It basically effectively lowers my average price for getting into Ford. And then the risk that I'm taking on is that I will have to sell the shares of Ford at whatever that strike price is, which is some higher price at some point in the future. Right now, I guess let's look at the live portfolio.
Let's not forget, Luke, wasn't Ford your 2021 stock pick of the year?
Every year, January 4th, okay? Every year, January 4th, you guys better come to this YouTube channel because I do my deep dive into my stock of the year. Ford was the stock of the year. Basically, the valuation side of it was dirt cheap. They had the electric line rolling out this year to drive some energy into it. I call it EV energy. We saw all those stocks going wild. If you look at this, I'll give you the year-to-date, Producer AB. Year-to-date, Ford opened at, what is that, $8.80. We're at $13 right now. We're getting towards that 100% gapper. And on a stock like Ford, it's a little bit impressive. But right now, positions opened. I have the actual stock, right? You can see. There we go. We've got that 57% unrealized return on the stock. And then I also have the $12 strike calls. And I remember, Producer AB, when the stock was at $8 and I bought the $12 calls, everybody said it was crazy. The stock has got to go up 70% for you to actually make money off these things. Well, look at that. We're up 232%.
I do remember that as well. And I just checked the year-to-date returns, about 55%. I don't know about you, Luke, but I'll take year over year, 55% every single year. You do that 2 years in a row, you're doubling your money and some. So I gotta give you props on that. That was a great call.
Yep. So let's talk about how we're playing this thing. I am leaving it long. I'm letting it ride. I'm not going to sell any calls against the stock right now because it's moving. I would get more of a premium, if I maybe went up and sold the 1350s or the 14s. But because it's moving, I'm just going to let the long positions that I have ride. That again, I own the stock outright, and I own the $12 2022 calls. The price to watch is right here. This 1362, 1360-ish level, that is the high in the stock where it got tripped up previously. It's more than a 2-year high. I think it's like a 3.5-year high. So let's see. It got up to this 1360. Yeah, it's the highest that the stock had been since 2016. So that's your level to watch. If you're in this one, when we come up to here, let's see if there's sellers, if there's people who've been holding the bag that want to start unloading shares. If not, if we rip above that level, we should have some room to run. So that's how I'm playing forward right now. And I'm going to throw this one out to the chat. If you guys like F, you like ticker F, you like forward, right now, you've got to pick it one way or another. $13. Hit the 1. If not, hit the 2. Okay. And then question out of the chat, you playing options against your coin long? I'm not, no options against the coin long yet, but we will. We'll start selling a shitload of calls against those coin shares, producer AB. And we will get some serious premium for those.
I'm about it. I like it.
You about it?
Yep.
And if you guys don't know what any of this option stuff is, maybe we do like another options review. Like we do an options lesson next week where we bring out the diagrams, we make some live trades together, walk through the math and that sort of thing.
Yeah,
if that would be helpful, give me the 3.
We'll go back to 101.
We'll schedule that for next week. Yeah, we'll go back to options 101. If that would be helpful, drop me the 3 in the chat, and we'll carve out some time to do that next week. And look at this. Justin in the chat, a man over my own heart. Sold, forward, bought more Dogecoin. Let's go. Yeah, that's the war horns right there. All right, producer AB, we gotta do options next week.
Let's do it. We'll do 101 on Monday, 201 on Tuesday, and we'll go from there.
All right,
we'll learn together.
So producer AB, here, let me open up my calendar right now, okay? All right, so here's my calendar. We just show real stuff on this show, right? Yeah. We've got the real live brokerage account, right? This is actually all the stocks that I own. You can see, right? Here they all are. And here's my live calendar. All right. So producer AB, tomorrow we have the boot camp all day. Let's talk about that in a second, but that's going to go 9 to 5. We got to make sure that's in there. Boot camp.
And this is 9 to 5 Eastern time, correct?
Yes. And then tomorrow, producer AB, or Sunday, what does your schedule look like?
I'm wide open Sunday.
Okay. Intro to options prep. All right. So producer AB, it's me and you. We're going to do noon to 3 on Sunday, okay? Getting ready for intro to option show. So we can bring some fire when we do this thing next week. How's that sound?
Good.
Boom. It's booked. So if you're just joining us, guys, we're going to have Jenny Q hopping on in just a minute here to talk about Dogecoin. This is the trade idea show. We just did a couple of crypto tickers. We just did Ford up ahead of us. I've got a thesis on brokerage stocks. So we're going to talk about those. We're going to talk about SURF. We're going to talk about GLD. But I would be remiss, producer AB, if I did not plug the Benzinga boot camp.
We have to. Do we
All
have
right,
a little?
Guys,
do we have a
link
promo
is going in the
video?
chat. What'd you say?
I was seeing if we had a little promo video for it, but we must have forgot to upload it.
We do not have a promo video. Let me ask. The Nicola Point. Nope, no promo video. All right. So tomorrow, it's actually 10 o'clock Eastern to 5 p.m. Totally free on this YouTube channel. We're doing a full day of education, right? Like this show, it's the middle of the trading day. It's the middle of the market. We just hop right into stuff. We talk about trading. We talk about ideas. We're talking about stocks, cryptos, etc. Tomorrow, like we're taking a pause. We're taking a step back. And we're literally going 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. and doing a whole day of education. The whole point of this educational day is to go like 0 to hero is what I call it. Right. So we're going to start off as like, hey, I'm new to the market. I just made my first trade. I just funded my first account. And then we're going to go all the way through we're gonna go all the way through. Hey, I'm like sort of advanced. I feel confident. I can like make some decisions on Monday. You know, take some actions. So that's the deal there. Tomorrow, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. I'll click over to the agenda. Boom. You know, you got a whole lineup of people. I'll be hosting it all day. So make sure you sign up. You click on that website. I put the link in the chat. Free registration. It's cool. It's just a community event, right? We don't really make any money off of it. We basically just like to hang out and talk stocks and trading and ideas. Okay.
Hey, Luke, there is a video. I'm gonna play it.
Boom. All right. What do you think of that?
That
Producer
pumped me
AB,
up.
1 to 10, rate the video.
We'll give that a 9. I probably would have overlaid a little bit of a better beat, but it got me pumped up. So,
All right. Again, guys, that's tomorrow. It's free. Come hang out. Subscribe to this YouTube channel if you don't want to register, and you'll get the notification when we go live tomorrow. But producer AB, I think that the people have waited too damn long. I think it's time to get into our crypto segment.
That's what I'm talking about.
Bring our first very special guest of the day on. Jenny, Ta, welcome to the Power Hour. Your very first time here. We have a complimentary air horn for you. Oh, I didn't hear the air horns. I tried. But Jenny,
what happened to the air horn? Come on now, don't cheat me.
All right, wait, hold on. All right, there it is. All right, producer
hey
Rohan's
guys,
telling me
what's
I
going
got it.
on?
Not too much. How are you doing today?
It's Friday. It's great. We're having a bloodbath, but hey, you know, more opportunities to pick up some cheap Dogecoin here. Let's go.
Yes, I got sort of I got knocked down last week in the stock market, and I was talking to somebody, and you know, I was like, yeah, it sucks. I'm way down, and he just goes, I'm down 33 million today. How much are you down? I'm like, okay, all right. You know, that gave me some positivity to keep pushing along, stay in the market, stick it out. But there we go. So I guess Jenny, for anybody who isn't familiar with you, can we do a little bit on your background? Could you tell us how you got involved in the crypto market? You know, about your company, etc.
Yeah, sure, real quick, but we have a lot of Doge fans out there waiting, so I don't want to be too much about me. I want to be about the Doge family, Dogecoin, Doge father, Doge army, everything about Doge today as much as we could. So, but a little bit about me, obviously, is I came from traditional Wall Street. I mean, traditional finance. I founded and ran 2 broker dealers, which are really hot these days. Broker dealers like Coinbase should get themselves registered. Well, I believe that they do, but their crypto side is not a broker dealer. But I believe Robinhood is a broker dealer. So you know, so that was the side that I was on. Both of my broker dealers were acquired. I was self-made millionaire in my 20s. I was raised by a single mother, super poor. So similar to Elon Musk, and that's the reason why, even though I believe that I am a whale, but I truly, totally support the Doge army, because that was where I came from. I believe that was where Elon came from. He too was super poor, he was raised by a single mother as well. So that's why I love Elon, because we have a similar background. So that's just the basic of where I'm at. In terms of when did I get into crypto, I didn't get in early on. I got in around 2016. I was a Bitcoiner. I love Bitcoin. There is a pinned tweet on my Twitter page. I produced a first Bitcoin rap song. It's really cool. It went viral right there. Story is the artist. He is super great. He's a great friend of mine. So yes, and recently Elon said similar that some people asked him like, why is he into Dogecoin, blah blah blah, and people ask me similar things too as well. And I believe one of the key things that I probably leave being what's so-called Bitcoiner is because of the toxicity. The phrase is like, if you're not into Bitcoin, stay poor, kind of like that. As I joined the Doge army and the Doge family, I would say from the beginning of this year until now, which is when I got into Dogecoin, the community is totally different. I mean, you're talking about their slogan. I mean, do only good every day, every single day, do only good, So I love the Doge community, and I believe the Doge community is one of their key utility. We always ask, what is the utility for Doge?
Yep.
I have a list of them, but the main one is obviously the Doge family, the Doge community, and the Doge army. So I'm going to pause right there for you guys to jump in.
All right. So I'm going to pick up where you were just left off with the utility. Because this show, it's typically a stock market show. And so we have Doge haters out there in the chat. And I'm not saying they're haters like they're bad people, but I'm saying like, hey, they don't understand Dogecoin. They don't understand, where the utility comes in. Could you pick up that idea and talk about some of the application, some of the future that you foresee, etc.?
Sure. Certainly. I mean, last night we had Hugo, founder and CEO of Flare Networks. He was on Twitter Space Live last night, and basically they're going. I mean, the Flare Network is going to launch around June or July, and the only 3 tokens that they're going to have with them when they launch would be Doge, Dogecoin, XRP, and Litecoin. Those who are not familiar with the Flare networks, basically think of it as Ethereum. I mean, Ethereum is so hot these days. Why? It's because of dApps and people literally, having smart contracts on top of Ethereum. So imagine where Doge would be if that happens. The same thing with Doge. I wouldn't want to talk about XRP or Litecoin, but those are the other 2 tokens that the Flare networks are going to add. But I'm here to talk about Doge, and that's one of the the key traits for Dogecoin. In other terms, in terms of the utility, let's speak, straight facts here, right?
Yep.
Doge has the same Bitcoin core codes as that of Bitcoin. I mean, it's not that much different than the original BTC core code. I mean, if you love Bitcoin, there is no reason why you should hate on Dogecoin. The only thing that is different between Bitcoin and Dogecoin is the supply. And if we have time, I would certainly dive into the supply. And, the question about Doge has inflation, yada, yada, yada. I can certainly go into all that. But the codes are real and it's decentralized. And I, as one of, I was the one on a number of Twitter spaces that I clearly share how of all, probably, I don't know how many tokens out there now, including DeFi, NFTs, etc. Maybe over 50,000 tokens out there, maybe. But there are only 2, and I will repeat, there are only 2 coins in the entire planet that do not have a Satoshi Nakamoto. Okay, what that means is, if you guys go back, I know you guys talk about stock, and I heard you guys talk about Coinbase, and so dive into their prospectus, right? When Coinbase went public, what did Brian Armstrong or Coinbase, what did they say in the Coinbase prospectus? They don't want Satoshi Nakamoto of Bitcoin to appear. They want him to disappear or just like be gone forever, because it may affect what Coinbase does.
Yep.
It's right in there in the prospectus. So if you love that perspective about Bitcoin, why wouldn't you love it about Dogecoin? Yes, there is Billy Marcus. Hey, Billy, I'm not sure if you're listening, but I know there's a lot of Dogecoin fans. They're listening right now. Billy is out there. And you know what? He's not involved, right? He doesn't want Dogecoin to be centralized. The Dogecoin core developers are a separate team. He's not involved with that at all. He's on Twitter. He's answering questions from people who want to learn about Dogecoin, and he literally straightened things out between facts and fiction. That's all Billy does, right? Yep. So we can't really say that, oh, Billy is there. Billy is a Satoshi Nakamoto of Bitcoin. No, it's not. You know, he's totally gone. And one thing I love about Billy is that originally, I mean, prior to him getting back into Dogecoin, which I believe, around March of this year, he had a friend who asked him to come back to Twitter. He doesn't own a lot of Dogecoin, unlike a lot of, the centralized, even Ethereum. I mean, you guys talk about Vitalik right before I hop on. He's a billionaire because he owns, a bunch of Ethereum, right? Yep. I mean, we love Billy Marcus that much. Well, we hope and we wish that he does own it, but he has a tip jar on his Twitter page. So please tip him, right? The guy deserves it, right?
Yeah, he puts a lot out there for the community.
Totally. And that's another thing that I love, about Dogecoin. So in terms of what's coming up, okay, so here are the bullet points, right?
All right, here we go.
Future of Dogecoin. The bullet points of the future of Dogecoin. Here we go, right? The Dogecoin is basically the future of the financial system. We all know is digital and decentralization, period. And Dogecoin is right there, right? And here's what we have currently. We have Elon Musk. We have Mark Cuban. We have the chairman of Wall Street Bets. We have a ton of celebrities, from chefs to rappers to YouTube's influencers to bodybuilders to TikTok influencers, right? Then we have retailers retailers after retailers. We have literally lost the number of counts on the number of retailers, from mom and pop stores, pizza parlors, major brands accepting Dogecoin as a form of payment, a number of restaurants. Then there are the American Cancer Society. That is huge. Special Olympics. That is mega huge, right? The Doge community, like I've mentioned, is currently working on to get Amazon, eBay to accept Doge, right? In 6 to 8 weeks, I heard you guys talk a little bit about that, and I'm going to give the specific dates, right? Coinbase is going to add Dogecoin. Coinbase has a total of 56 million registered users, and they process daily trading volume of over $335 billion every single quarter. Okay. And in terms of their announcement about adding Doge, they did mention that it was 6 to 8 weeks, and they mentioned it on May the 8th, I believe. Yep. So it would be around the week of June 21st through July 5th. Okay.
And
Keep
Johnny,
an eye on it.
I don't know if you read that Coinbase quarterly report. But for anybody who didn't, they basically like the numbers were good. The numbers that they reported for the quarter were no doubt good. But then when you look at the CEO commentary in there, it basically says there were there were assets that we don't support, and our customers went and our competitors went and got some of our customers because we didn't support those assets. And the read between the lines there is absolutely Dogecoin, and that's why they're doing that.
Yeah, but the thing that is different, I heard a little bit prior to me hopping on live with you guys talking a little bit about stock is here's what I would like to share with the Dogecoin community, the crypto community. I think we're currently in a crypto segment, is that cryptocurrency are totally different than stock. Okay. And you guys keep in mind, I used to own 2 broker dealers. I was a market maker. That's why I believe that I am super great when it comes to swing trading and trading, because my targets are usually, my buy sell targets are usually like on point. I'm bragging about myself a little bit there. Those who follow me, they would know that is a fact. But here's the difference between Coinbase, which is now a publicly traded stock, versus that, all the cryptocurrencies out there, right? Is that in the stock world, you have to look at the future forecasts, right? And earnings, which cryptocurrencies they don't have. And the thing about a stock is that you have a gazillion traditional financier like Goldman Sachs, Morgan Stanley, JP Morgan. They can go in and they can downgrade your stock, and you could take a hit, right? So even though Coinbase last quarterly earnings results, they had a blowout number, truly, but it did not run at all. Those who follow me on Twitter, again, I'm not bashing on Coinbase, but I did, the day that it went public, I did tweet that it would not hold. I did tweet that it would go under 300. I was dead on. Then I did tweet that it would go to 280, an all-time low. Then my last tweet was that it would go below 230, which it did yesterday. Now on today, on live with you guys, again, I'm not bashing on Coinbase. I'm just sharing in terms of my analytical skill about stock. I do believe that Coinbase will drop below 200. Again, what we're doing today, this is nowhere near financial advice. Please do your own research and due diligence, but technical patterns. And again, why is that so? It would be more true than ever if the godfather of all cryptocurrency, which is Bitcoin, if it continues to take a hit. We saw it recently dip below $30,000 just 2 nights ago. And if it dips below 30, it's been staying below 40 since that dip. If it drops again below 30, we could drag into a bear market. And I will repeat, we could drag into a bear market. If that were to be the case, it would be impossible for Coinbase to be above 200. Okay. I would make a bet with that with anyone. Okay. I'm sorry to say that, but the truth hurts. But hey, we're here for the truth, and that's my take on Coinbase, the stock.
And so Jenny, let me ask you this: on a week like this week, where there's been pain across the market, both in the stock world and then of course in the crypto market, what words of wisdom or advice would you give to the Doge community or the broader crypto community, coming from your perspective as somebody who's been in finance for a while, has seen these sorts of swings, etc.?
Well, bloodbaths are literally, they're horrible. They give us depression, right? We don't want to do anything. Oh, I know. We just sad. We just sit there. We stare at the damn monitor.
Yes, you just look at those red candles. Keep adding up. Yep, I've been there.
Exactly, everywhere. But I'm here to speak about Dogecoin, right? I'm in the Doge community. And here is what I see. I gave you guys a few bullet points about the utilities of Doge, what's coming up. And here's where I believe everybody's talking about, will Doge hit $1, right? So personally, again, this is not investment advice, okay? But from a math perspective, I believe I'm the first one to say this, right? From the math perspective, We went from a penny around January 1st of this year to almost 75 cents on May the 8th, which was SNL Day. That was a very tough percentage-wise run, and it did it, right? So if we were able to go to 75 cents without Coinbase, without a bunch of these utilities that the Flare networks and all these kind of stuff, how can we not go from 75 cents to a freaking buck? That is the part that I don't understand. So those people who do have doubts that, oh, we're not going to get, I mean, the haters and stuff like that, the Doge community, the Doge family, the Doge army, we've been getting a lot of hates recently, only because why? Because, you know, the cryptocurrency godfather, I'll give it that name, which is Bitcoin. Again, I have to thank Bitcoin, because without Bitcoin, there wouldn't be Dogecoin. Okay, so let's give Bitcoin that respect. So let it be the godfather. That's fine. But Dogecoin, we have Doge father, which is Elon Musk, right? So the thing is that not only do I, Jenny Ta, believe that $1 is imminent, right? Again, not financial advice. I'm just basically on math and basically percentage-wise. But I also believe that Doge will hit $1 trillion market cap, okay? $1 trillion market cap. Where would that land? Where would Doge be if that were to be the case? It would be around $7 to $8. Now, I know our segment is not very long today. I can come back another day, but we
have to have you back another day. Yeah.
Okay. I have this whole thing, you know, that I did a calculation how or why it's going to get there. I mean, it's not going to get to tomorrow. I mean, Doge had a great run. I mean, it's the best investment in the entire planet, in the history of the world since January 1st through now. I mean, forget about all these other meme coins that literally copycat from it, and I would advise.
Oh, it's like SafeMoon. There's been a lot of questions in the chat, right? like your opinions on SafeMoon. Do you have any?
Yep. Or Shiba Uno.
Well, you know, here's the thing that you know that I would say, right? They are copycats of Doge, obviously, and it's fair game, because I mean we're literally a fork from Litecoin, I've heard, and Litecoin is a fork from Bitcoin. Okay, so we're all copycats here. But there's a difference here, okay? The difference here is that Dogecoin is literally in every major exchanges there is, okay? Known to mankind, right? Doge is real, okay? Doge is not centralized. I've shared that. Billy is off of the Dogecoin core developers. These other, you know, okay, fine, I'll call it. These other shit coins, okay? The meme coins that are copy of Doge. I mean, they got a gazillion of shares, right? And they are centralized because there is one known person sitting behind these meme coins to literally, you know, pull the rug on you anytime you may wake up in the morning and it's gone. Okay, go back and look at what happened to Sushi. What happened to Hot Dog, okay, from the DeFi sector. Search those things up. I mean, I'll stay away from it. And if we're literally talking about pets, like dogs and cats, right? Doge, I would say that it's a pure breed, okay? Those who loves dogs, right?
Yeah.
And these other ones, I'm sorry to say, but they're mutts. They're mutts, right? So that's my take on it. And you know what? If I have I have a Yorkie myself. She's a beautiful pure breed. Okay. And you know what? When you guys, when whoever in the cryptocurrency, when you guys make millions and billions of dollars, I mean, you guys don't go out and buy a fake Lambo. You guys don't go out and buy a fake, you know, Tesla. I don't know. It's out there. Maybe people might build them. I don't know. You would want like a real Lambo. I mean, I would want, you know, a real Tesla Roadster, you know. So go for the real. Don't go for the fake, you know. I mean, you can mess around with it, but Doge is more of an investment. The other kinds are just basically speculation, gambling. So that's my take on those other meme coins.
All right. Well, Jenny, we appreciate you coming on today and giving us so much time. And I apologize on behalf of the entire Benzinga staff that we did not have the real air horns working for you today.
Oh, no, that's all right. So that gives me the next opportunity to come back. I started watching you guys' show, and I think it's great. And I'll share more of your YouTube live, and it's an honor to have me on the air today. It's great fun, and I hope
you bring the energy. I love it. It's one of the most fun segments I've done. You bring the energy. You're direct. You're unapologetic. You're just saying it how it is, and that's what we love.
Yeah, there you go. And I that part about me, what I have to thank? I'm an Aries, right? So those who that's another thing. Of those who follow the zodiacs or the horoscope, the Aries or the leader of the zodiac, I mean, they get knocked down, they get beaten down, but they literally form their own energy. They bring it back up. And again, we Aries can't lead the zodiac if they themselves don't have the energy to do so. So I always thank myself for that. So I have all the energy in the world. Thank you guys again. It's a great morning. It's a Friday, and market is down, but you know what? We're gonna get through this. Thank China for that. But I believe Billy Marcus also sent out a tweet that ever since he built Dogecoin, every single year since then, which was 2013, there's always a FUD about China. So I would just hang on right now. I mean, if you have any more cash, dip some more in. Again, not financial advice, but let's ride this out. We're all in it together. We're the cryptocurrency sector. It's not about Bitcoin versus Dogecoin or Dogecoin versus the meme coins. Nothing of that. You believe what you do. You believe in your investment. It's your money, your gains, your loss. So go happy at it. That's it.
Let's go.
I love it. Jenny,
to the moon, baby.
There we go. All right.
Thank you guys. Thank you.
Yeah, wait, and Jenny, we're gonna do our Twitter space soon. Luke, we're gonna do our first ever Benzinga Twitter space with Jenny.
Oh, cool. All right.
Okay. All right, I'm down. All right, producer
All right, well,
AB. How awesome was that?
I loved it.
Boom.
Very high energy, very passionate. Gotta love it. Here's Jenny's Twitter for anyone that was asking in the chat. It's at JQT_coinlinks, but I threw the link in the comments as well, so you can just click that link in the comments. Will probably be easier.
And Aaron Bree's Twitter is Aaron Bree 5.
Yep.
Did you give them Aaron Bree's phone number?
If anybody wants to guess it, I'll tell you if you're right or wrong. But Jason, can you help us rally the troops? We're trying to get everybody to email Spencer Israel for his birthday today, guys. Spencer Israel at benzinga.com. That's the email address. Give him a big happy birthday message.
ISRAEL.
Yep, I'll drop it in the chat again. And guys, hit the like, share the stream. We do this every day. We are for the people. We are for the ideas.
Wait. What if he doesn't see his email? Why don't we have them text happy birthday to him?
I mean, if you think that's that
or
one's your call.
Or if anyone is out in Tennessee, you can just go to Broadway in Nashville, buy him a drink for his birthday. I'm sure he'd love that.
Yes, exactly.
All right. So, question. I didn't chime in because I wasn't there for most of it. What's the Dave Portnoy thing that people are talking about? What did Jenny say about Dave Portnoy?
Well, she was kind of not hating, but she didn't like SafeMoon as much as Dogecoin. But did you see Doge or Portnoy's investment in the SafeMoon the other day?
And guys, I gotta hop onto a call in a minute.
Yeah, I saw it.
So I'm gonna leave it in your hands. All right.
Yeah, I saw it. I saw it. Right, Aaron, he put 40K in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did he invent SafeMoon? One of the guys here told me that he invented it.
Zoltan said he invented SafeMoon. Zoltan's like, he invented SafeMoon. He invented this, and I'm like, dude, you're making fake news. He's like, no, I'm not.
That's Spencer saying that Peter Schiff loves Bitcoin now.
Yes, no, I think Zoltan's is worse. Oh, they're both pretty bad. So anyway, We have Andrew. We have Czech CFO. Andrew
Wait,
Brown.
just really quick. The thing that Spencer did with Peter Schiff and Bitcoin, what made it worse is he said, "I'm 200% sure."
Yes.
I've never been 200% sure about anything in my entire life. The highest I've ever gone is like 108% sure. He was 200% sure and wrong.
Yeah,
That's what we're working with, people. Okay.
I know. That's what we're working with here at Benzinga. We never know. You guys, are they excited for my interview with Elon Musk?
I am. I'm pumped.
Yeah, it's gonna be cool. That'll probably be my biggest one I've had. What do you think?
Did you see the? Oh, definitely. I mean, Kathy was pretty big. Kevin O'Leary is pretty big, but Elon, I think, it's got to be the biggest. Did you see the video of that roadster going like 60 miles per hour in a second?
No. What do you? No. When today?
I saw the video for the first time yesterday on Twitter, but I don't know if it was.
I mean, it's probably old.
It is probably old.
That's one of the questions I'm going to ask Elon. Because they updated the inside of the Model S and the Model X, but why not any model changes to the outside? I know they changed the front end of the Model S 4 years ago to match the Model X, but since then there's been no changes. So they need to update that they need to update.
Which one is the like more SUV one? Is that the Model 3 or
no Model Y, and then Model X. Model X has the doors, the gull wing doors that go straight up. Model Y is a smaller one that's more affordable and probably makes more sense, but the Model Y is nicer. When is the Elon interview? I think the middle of June. And then we got, I see that they're asking about Twitter's breaking out. Do you own Twitter?
Oh, Twitter, stock is?
Show Benzinga Pro, Twitter stock. And then shout out to DOT. I don't know if that's a stock, Patrick, what up? But Elon Musk interview, I think, is the middle of June. Luke every day pretends he's important. Bill Big D has a nice sarcasm in him. I gotta figure out who this guy is. I like his sarcasm. It's good. Ask the Cybertruck. I have my reservation in. I almost put a reservation for the Roadster. You got to put $35,000 down.
Have they announced what the Roadster's going for retail?
It's expensive, but come on, you didn't share your screen. What's going on, Bree? They're waiting.
I got it right here.
Come on, you're dressed up. Internet Enforcers doesn't think you can do this stuff, man. You stopped getting back to him.
I was texting him the other day. I have to give him a call.
No, it's all right. I don't know. Order from Intel. I just got okay. Thanks, Jason. Own the first one in Puerto Rico. Yeah, I own it. Puerto Rico's great. You should come.
Oh shoot! It's past 1 p.m. We do have Get Technical with Neil starting up though.
All right. So this is what we got. We have Get Technical with Neil starting up. We have an Instagram account. We have Benzinga swag. Here you go, and then Get Technical with Neil.